All right, guys, we're going to read 2 more pages in lesson 3. So this is topic 5, lesson 3, found on page 229. I'm sorry, 230 and 231. We read yesterday, just as a quick reminder, we read yesterday about the short-term effects of hazards and the long-term effects of hazards. So we had some short-term stuff talking about wildfires and droughts, and long-term effects talking about volcanoes. Now we're going to be talking about predicting natural hazards and when hazards strike. Scientists try to predict when a natural hazard will happen. Predicting is easier to do with hurricanes and volcanoes erupting than with earthquakes and tsunamis or landslides. Weather satellites track hurricanes from when they first form. Scientists watch the speed and direction of the storm. They can make maps similar to this one to show the path of a hurricane. They can warn people when potential or possible hazards are likely to happen. For volcanoes, scientists use seismograms to track the movement of magma towards the Earth's surface. However, even with constant watching, scientists aren't able to predict when an earthquake will happen. So to conclude that section, how does predicting hazardous weather help protect the people? What do you think? How do you think it can, by predicting a hazardous weather, it can help protect people? And then also, look at the bottom where it says quest connection. How can tracking a path of a hurricane help scientists predict where it will go next? Let's take a look at 231. When hazards strike, there's no way to stop natural hazards from happening, so people should be prepared if a hazard does happen. Both federal and local governments look for solutions to problems caused by hazards. For example, cities and towns put salt on roads to keep ice from forming during winter storms. Some places provide shelter where people can stay safe during a hazard. Local governments and various organizations also provide shelter after hazards. People who have lost homes or can find clothing or a place to stay and food for a long period of time. Government agencies and organizations also provide electricity, clean water, and other necessities for those people who cannot return home. So here's the lesson check here on the bottom. What are 2 solutions that reduce the impact of natural hazards? And number 2, choose a natural hazard. Identify 2 ways that hazards can negatively affect humans. So go ahead and do those in your book, okay?